The Tao of Self-Confidence, Episode 239. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. Visit our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits. Well, hello friend. Welcome to the Tao of Self-Confidence, where I share stories of amazing women who have discovered their inner journey to self-confidence. I'm your host today, Sheena Yap Chan, and today I have an amazing woman who is a video producer for BuzzFeed, and she's also a YouTuber. And I'm just excited to have her on and share her story with us today. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Michelle Khare. Michelle, how are you today? Maybe you can fill in a little bit more about yourself to our listeners.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, like you said, that was a great intro. I am a video producer for BuzzFeed, and I am also a YouTuber, so I have my own channel. I love doing videos that are about the Asian American experience. I've done a lot of content on India, in particular, India beauty and India fashion. And I also love doing videos that normalize inclusion without commentary and casting diversely. I love working with people of different backgrounds, and I'm really passionate about the work that I do.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And what's your cultural background?
So I am half Indian and I'm half white. So growing up, I had a very unique cultural experience getting to see two completely different cultures within my nuclear family. And also, I also struggled a lot with identity growing up because I, didn't consider myself to be white. I didn't look white, but I also didn't feel Indian enough. And I think that this is becoming a more and more common experience for children of multiple races to have, in that they are searching for an identity that doesn't seem to be anywhere, or a group that doesn't really seem to perfectly symbolize what is going on in their life. And so I love making content about searching for identity and finding that, because it is something that I struggled with a lot growing up.
Thanks for sharing that. And it's great that you're bringing awareness to this problem, because I'm sure not a lot of people talk about it, or it's not even, not a lot of people talk about it. And, you're bringing it up so that people out there don't have to feel like they're hiding something. They can also express their feelings and be able to work things out. So, I think that's really great. And what would be your favorite self-confidence quote?
My favorite self-confidence quote is, "Everything you want is on the other side of fear." I heard this quote on New Year's Day a few years ago at this sounds so LA, but I went to a yoga class and the teacher said that about, planning for the year. And I've been to a lot of different types of classes like that, and that is one of the few quotes that has stuck out to me and has continually been a mantra and a place of self-check for me. I consistently have found that whenever I feel stuck, feel nervous to do something, it's because I am afraid of taking a risk or seeing what might happen through that risk. And I continually have to remind myself that everything I want is on the other side of fear.
Thanks for sharing that. That's a great quote. I mean, we all go through fears. Some of our fears stops us from doing what we're meant to do. And, we all get scared. We have to just take that step over and just do it, feel that fear and do it anyway. So, I'm glad you're able to overcome your fears, because sometimes it's not easy, right? I mean, it's been like ingrained in our heads for so long, and, we don't trust ourselves sometimes, and, we just have to like take action and just go out there and do it. So in your own words, how would you define self-confidence?
Oh man, I think when I feel self-confident, I feel that no matter the things that are holding me back, no matter what I look like, the flaws that I have, nothing can stop me, or very little can stop me. It's an amazing feeling to have, and I'm constantly searching for it. I think everybody is. So I think if you are searching to be self-confident, remember that everything you do want is on the other side of fear, and break through that. Being self-confident isn't about having a big ego. It's not about looking self-confident. It's not about feeling or being a certain way. It's about being okay with who you are in this moment, even if you aren't perfect.
Thanks for sharing that. And I think that's a great, that was great what you mentioned. It's being okay with who you are, flaws and all, because we're so hard on ourselves when we make a mistake, or, we don't look pretty that day, or we feel like, we have a big nose or things like that. And, every part of you is beautiful, regardless, your strengths, your flaws, your weaknesses, your strengths. And it's great when you can embrace yourself totally and accept yourself for who you are. So thanks for that definition. And what was your life like before your discovery of self-confidence?
I saw this question and I had to think about it a lot because there have been many milestones in my life where I have felt, man, I've overcome this really crazy thing and I feel confident. But the truth is, no matter how much self-confidence you attain, there will always be times when you feel weak and helpless. I think that there have been a couple milestones that I can share. The first one was when I was in high school. I really wanted to pursue theater and acting, and I struggled because many of the plays that exist in America are written for people who look completely different than me. And I think I was really fortunate because in my town, there was a theater that did race-blind casting. And so I got the opportunity to play roles that would normally be played by people who looked nothing like me. I played Lucy and Charlie Brown. I played Cosette in Les Mis. And having a director that believed in me because of my acting ability and not because of the way I looked or would I fit the role, but more so instead, oh, this girl can sing the part. She can portray the character with true emotion. Being given that opportunity gave me a lot of self-confidence. But it's also unfortunate because I needed the affirmation of someone else and the opportunity from someone else to do that. I would say that more recently, something that I've done is take the leap to do my own YouTube channel. That was something I was really nervous to do, even though I've made so many videos for BuzzFeed and have created a lot of video content for them. Doing it on my own was very scary, and taking that leap has opened me to a new world where I feel I have been able to creatively express myself in ways that I haven't before. And again, I think it's just about being surrounded by people who push you beyond the boundaries that you or society have set for you. And it's also looking inside and doing that with yourself and challenging yourself to take that leap despite what you or society tells you.
Thanks for sharing that. And I know how scary it is doing video for the first time. I mean, like your own channel and stuff, because I've done it.
It's so
and
scary.
it was like, taking 20 takes for like a 2-minute video, thinking it was like the longest 2 minutes of my life. And, like palms are shaking and I'm stuttering and I'm like turning the camera on and off. So, to anyone who does video for their first time, we all went through this, right? We all went through it.
Definitely.
And you're going to go through it and you just got to keep on doing it. It might take you 100 takes to do a video, but trust me, the more you do it, the less scary it gets. And even creating this podcast, it was like, I've done video, but this is still just as scary, and I didn't understand it because it was something new and something unknown. And I think when we just, like you said, just take that leap and do it, that's when the magic happens. That's when opportunities come up. That's when you build that self-confidence. And, because of, you creating your own YouTube channel, what's your life been like now?
Oh man. I think, making my own YouTube channel, I got very lucky. The first video that I made actually went viral and got 1 million views in 2 weeks. And I was so surprised by that because I didn't have any followers. So I think, what I learned from that was I didn't even realize my own potential. And I think people sell themselves short frequently. And I hope that other people can learn from my story and don't sell yourself short. Take those risks.
I love it. And that's great advice. Don't sell yourself short, because we all play small, right? We've all done it. We feel like we're not worthy enough, or no one's gonna take us seriously, or we're seeking permission from, we don't even know who, right? We just feel like we're still seeking permission to go out there and be create a YouTube video or create a podcast or run a business, not realizing that, we can just do it and just see what happens. Like 1 million views in 2 weeks is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like baller. So congrats to that.
Thank you.
Congrats to that. And Michelle, if our listeners wanted to get to know a little bit more about you and what you do, is there any links or social media profiles or maybe a YouTube channel that we can check out all your cool stuff?
Yes, you can find me everywhere: Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, at Michelle Khare. So that's MICHELLEKHARE. And my YouTube channel is the same.
Thank you, Michelle. And to our listeners, if you want to connect with Michelle, you can also head on over to the taoofselfconfidence.com and search for Michelle's name. Her show notes will pop up along with everything else we talked about. And I really want to thank Michelle for taking the time to share her story with us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheena. Thank you so much for having me.
It was an honor to have you on the show and share your stories. So thanks again. And to our listeners, be on the lookout for another new episode of another amazing woman's journey to self-confidence. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Tao of Self-Confidence. Sign up for our free membership site to get more amazing resources for self-confidence by visiting our website at thetaoofselfconfidence.com. Your inner journey to self-confidence awaits.